Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about the Blade and Ghoul patch notes. They've given us a lot more detail on the website recently, and so we're going to go through them. The TLDR is the weapon cost reductions for up to Aransu 9 is pretty good. However, the cost for upgrading your Aransu 9 to Grand Celestial 9 as well as Grand Celestial 9 to the Thornbreaker is kind of iffy. I'm going to be waiting for the live stream to see if they update this at all. But just looking at the spreadsheet itself, the Excel spreadsheet, it's kind of like, oh, it's kind of questionable. I think it's either typos or they messed up something, because some of these upgrade costs don't really make sense. It's not really a reduction. It's more of it got more expensive actually in most cases. So we're just going to have to wait for that. So what's interesting here is they have added a new PvP weapon as well as new soul shields. They've also changed the crafting system. So out of these two things, I will be talking about the crafting system because that interests me the most. The PvP weapons and soul shields you can check out for yourself. You can check the link. It's in the description below. I personally don't PvP, so I don't really cover PvP content. So crafting has always been in a very iffy place, mainly because it took very long to craft anything. And also, usually it was more expensive to collect all the materials to actually craft the thing that you needed. However, they're simplifying the crafting system and they're streamlining it quite a bit. So one of the big things that I hated was there was a lot of materials you needed. You know, we used to have normal material, special material, rare material, as well as premium material. However, now they're streamlining it to just 3, so it's just normal, special, and rare. And so if you do have premium material, don't worry, you will be able to exchange it to normal material. So if you did craft a lot of them or have a lot of it in the backlog, don't worry, it doesn't just expire. You actually get to exchange it for something that you can use. However, that's not the big thing. The big thing for me is over here. All crafting now takes 1 minute except for when crafting materials. So this is a big deal for me because I like to craft transformation stones. So if you upgrade your weapon, especially in the PvE path, you need a lot of transformation stones. And since transformation stones used to take forever to craft, you know, I would have to wait a couple weeks before I had like 90 transformation stones in order to upgrade my weapon from level 6 to level 9 or whatever. And so it was very, very frustrating, and most of the time I ended up just buying on the market because I had all the materials. I just wanted my power spike now. I was very impatient. However, now with crafting being 1 minute, transformation stones are definitely going to be a lot easier to craft. It's still going to cost quite a bit of money because of the resources that you need. However, it will be slightly cheaper than buying off the market. And also, since there's a lot of cost reductions, especially up to Aransu 9, so anything under Aransu 9, they have been reducing the premium transformation stone costs and replacing it with transformation stones, which is a very nice change. Because premium transformation stones is RNG, you had to transmute them and there was a chance of failing, which got really annoying and got, you know, a lot of players got really frustrated because of that. Especially if you like fail 9 in a row or 5 in a row, it's a lot of money every time you fail them. So by changing that and just saying that, oh, you just need a bunch of transformation stones, which is 100% guaranteed craftable material, it makes life a lot easier, and overall it'll reduce your cost quite a bit. So up to Aransu 9, you know, you're good. You're good. It's going to be very, very easy to upgrade your stuff. And another thing about being able to craft transformation stones within a minute is this will also allow a lot of players to start crafting more sacred oils, sacred vials, and maybe with this influx of sacred vials or sacred oils coming into the market, it might lower the price of it by a little bit. I don't expect it to lower the price by much. However, you might see a slight decrease in the cost of sacred oils and a slight increase in the price of evolve stones. So don't be surprised if that does happen to the market because of this one change. Another nice thing over here is material chests are being replaced with rare elements. So basically all the existing material chests are being phased out. So you don't need a key to open them anymore. You can just click on them and open it. I really hope that they don't just expire them, because if they do, you know, I'm sitting on like 1,000 or 2,000 of these material chests because I just don't have the keys to open them. I hope that they don't expire them and they do what they say over here, where they just make it a regular chest where you can open without a key, and it'll just give you normal materials and rare elements, which will be very, very nice. And then as for existing keys for material chests, if you did craft any of them, you will be able to sell them for 1 silver and 85 copper per key. And on top of that, we are getting new crafting recipes. So the main big deal is over here for Soul Wardens, the sealed Thornbreaker Shield engraving. This is used to increase the stats for your Thornbreaker Soul Shields or your Eternity Temple Soul Shields, so you can increase their critical chance, you can increase their accuracy, so forth and so on, which is very, very nice. And another thing is for Earthseer over here, you can actually craft sealed Throne of Oblivion resets. So this is kind of a kick in the balls for me, since I bought a bunch of resets from the store. Luckily, I bought them with Home Moon Coin, so I'm not as butthurt. But suddenly being able to craft them, you know, I feel a little bit salty. I did spend a lot of Home Moon Coin on these reset tokens. But overall, in the grand scheme of things, this is a good change, because this allows a lot of players to have more access to these Throne of Oblivion resets so that they can get their bracelets and their pet gems slightly faster. And since they're sealed, it means that they're sellable, they're tradable, so you will probably be seeing a couple of these floating around in the market. Other than that, there's the Blade and Ghoul event, which I covered before, so I'm not going to cover that again. I'm just going to skip over this. Next up is there are a couple dungeon and raid changes. So the challenge dungeon is now being changed to Cathedral Cliffs, so it's no longer gonna be Warp Citadel. I think a lot of people like Cathedral Cliffs and have been practicing for challenge mode, so that's definitely gonna be interesting. Another thing is Shackled Isles is being closed, so it's basically gonna be removed from the game because not even Korea or China has this anymore. So it's probably just going to be dead content, and I don't know if we'll ever get this back again. They say they're improving it, but you know, I'm not expecting anything, to be honest. Something else I also want to point out is right here. This was recently a post from Cyan about the maintenance, and he says over here that Daily Dash progress has been reset and 2 Brilliant Venture tokens has been restored as the surprise prize. So I'm pretty happy about this. I did talk to some of the Korean devs about this when they took it out from the Daily Dash, because Cyan did mention it, that it was part of the devs team's idea to do this, to take it out in the sake for balancing or something. And after talking to them, their reasoning didn't make much sense, and I questioned about it and I pushed it pretty hard. But either way, I'm just happy to see that they've restored it, that we've got our Brilliant Venture tokens back. To be perfectly honest, having these Brilliant Venture tokens in Daily Dash was not really a big deal. It just rubbed me the wrong way on how they didn't talk to us about it at all. It was kind of just like, bam, there you go. Ha, we screwed you over. And it also didn't make much sense from a business perspective, which is why I really pushed it to the Korean devs, going like, this doesn't make any sense in a business standpoint of view. You know, you're not making extra money by removing these Brilliant Venture tokens. And so I'm just glad that they reverted it and everything is back to normal. My premium did expire, however, I'm not refreshing my premium for a week just because I want to try the game without premium for a week and then do another video about my thoughts about it, because I do think that premium can be improved. Even though there are some quality of life things that I really do enjoy about premium. However, I feel like a player should gain more from having premium, because premium is essentially a subscription service. You're basically giving NC West or NC Soft $12 every month. So I will be making a video in the next couple of weeks regarding premium and what I think they should add to improve it, because NC West has been talking and has been brainstorming about how to make premium more attractive. Because at the moment, with the current benefits, it's nice, but there's not enough incentive to make a lot of players go, oh, we really want to get premium. I know a lot of people may disagree with my point of view over here because of free to play versus pay to win. You know, it's always a balancing act. However, I feel like there are a couple changes that they can do, or a couple suggestions or ideas that I do have, which will not break the game and will not upset the balance between pay to win and free to play players. So definitely look forward to that video. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to cover in this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I would appreciate a subscribe, or if you want to go that extra mile, please consider becoming a member. Speaking about members, I'd like to thank Gonzola B, Jeremy Chen, Niana, Pearl Style, Lina Ren, Toots McGee, Solar Hero, ST Sin 2, as well as Key for becoming members and supporting my channel. And as always, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye. What can I say except
But you're welcome for the heat.